A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising turn of events, U.S. President Donald Trump has publicly stated that he has no intentions of firing Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, despite earlier comments that hinted at his frustration with the central bank's monetary policy. Speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Trump emphasized, "I have no intention of firing him," a statement that comes just days after he expressed dissatisfaction with Powell's decision to pause cuts to short-term interest rates, which he believes could stimulate economic growth. This announcement follows a week of heightened tension in the financial markets, triggered by Trump's previous insinuations about Powell's job security. The stock market experienced a sell-off in response to Trump's comments, showcasing the delicate balance of investor sentiment amid ongoing economic uncertainty. The president's stance on the Federal Reserve seems to be increasingly influenced by his perception of inflation and economic growth. Trump has argued that inflation concerns are overstated, pointing to falling energy and grocery prices as evidence that the Fed should act to lower its benchmark interest rates. "It's all coming down," Trump remarked, indicating his belief that the economy is stabilizing and that the Fed should respond accordingly. He added, "We think the Fed should lower the rate. We think that it's a perfect time to lower the rate. And we'd like to see our chairman be early or on time, as opposed to late. Late's not good." These comments reflect Trump's ongoing efforts to exert influence over the Federal Reserve, a body known for its independence in managing monetary policy. Powell, on the other hand, has maintained that the tariffs imposed by Trump are creating uncertainty in the market, which could lead to slower growth and heightened inflationary pressures. This divergence in views highlights the ongoing tension between the president's economic agenda and the Fed's commitment to stabilizing prices and maximizing employment. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how the Fed will respond to Trump's pressures and whether the central bank will adjust its policies in light of the president's calls for rate cuts. Economists and financial analysts are closely watching these developments, as any shifts in monetary policy could have significant implications for the U.S. economy and global markets. With the 2025 economic landscape continuing to evolve, the relationship between Trump and Powell will be a focal point for both investors and policymakers alike. The coming weeks will be crucial as the Fed navigates these pressures while striving to maintain its independence and mandate. Investors are advised to remain vigilant as the implications of Trump's statements on the Fed's policy decisions could lead to increased volatility in the financial markets. The interplay between political influence and economic policy is always a complex dance, and as we move further into 2025, it will be essential to observe how these dynamics play out in the coming months. As always, the economy remains a top priority for the administration, and how it manages its relationship with the Federal Reserve will be instrumental in shaping the future economic landscape. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.